Introducing the starting lineup for your Chick.
This should be a fun one, Greg. Two teams that are among the most athletic in the NBA.
And I don't know if it'll be a track meet, but it will be an up-tempo game. And that's the only way these teams know how to play.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Emmanuel quickly out there with Gary Trent. Then it's R.J. Barrett. Then there's Scotty Barnes. And it's Poeltl in at the 5 spot. Now, here's Quickly. Pass to Barrett. Driving inside. On the wing quickly. Edwards defending. Sinks the triple. Barnes has got the game going with his first points of the game for the Raptors.
This guy's such an intelligent scorer. Scotty Barnes really ready to rise and fire.
And there's Levine on the assist by White.
Well, you like how aggressive he is making a play at the rim against length.
You have got to believe that you can score against size on the interior. How about the aggressive, assertive move there?
Now here's Barnes. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. 6 to shoot. Poeltl sets the pick for Trent. The tray. Robinson pulls it in. Last outing for Toronto, they won that game against Atlanta.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Oh, GA, the long arms and athleticism up and down this roster for the Raptors. It is something.
Yeah, they have a type that they're looking for. Blocks, steals, deflections, all coming in bunches. The activity will be there.
Robinson with the block.
Well, no easy buckets with Mitchell Robinson in the vicinity. Sends that back with authority.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. To the inside. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. And here's Edwards from the arc. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Edwards got 5 now.
Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a pretty pass.
Barnes passes to Quickly. Back to Barnes. Lock at 6. And nothing is falling for him right now. Bulls have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Passes to Williams. Outside Robinson. Back to Williams. Robinson a screen on Barnes. Williams can't get it to go.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Trent with it. Robinson picks him up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Hey, Greg, to touch on the Bulls for a moment, defense has been an emphasis for them.
It has, and they went through several years playing subpar D, and it cost them. They began to turn things around a couple seasons ago, and it has served them well.
What you love about Gary Trent Jr., guys, is here's a guy who not only excels from the three-point line, yes, he's a consistent guy stretching the floor, but his fearlessness, his willing to take big shots in tight spots, that is something to behold.
And so here is Chicago after the Raptors pick up 2. Doris, we know one thing the Raptors had benefited from was consistent leadership.
There's no doubt about that, Kevin. You think about the front office consistency, and success in the NBA generally starts from the top and trickles down. You can absorb a coaching change and still have a culture in place because, again, things start at the top.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Last time they met was in Toronto where they beat the Raptors.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence the crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Robinson finds Levine. Robinson a screen on Barrett. Levine, and he drops that one in.
Well, a screen and roll situation, Zach makes the right decision.
Barrett against Levine. Barrett the pass to Quickly. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Bulls have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Robinson a screen on Quickly. White with it, and it's Trent picking him up. Quickly against Robinson, and it's Barnes slapping it down.
Wow, shake the building with that finish, Scotty Barnes. My goodness.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. And the Bulls will go for a different look here. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Green comes in for Williams. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Edwards. And Ball subbed in for Kobe White. Raptors also changing it up. Wara checked in. And Dick subbed in for Trent. Chicago trailing here. Here's Ball. Can't hit from in close. Toronto's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Dick wide open. Misses the three. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Basket counts. Levine's got 6.
I'll tell you what, how high Levine gets on the jump. This guy's such an effective scorer on the inside.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Toronto shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however.
And you look at Grady Dick's physical gifts, and you see it's all there. Size, length, careful training, and hard work could make him into something special.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Chris Boucher's checked in for Jakob Poeltl, and it's Barnes in for Barrett.
Now, this is a young guy stretching the big position, right? Chris Boucher very willing to rise and fire from downtown.
Now here's Levine. He had 15 points last outing. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Dick passes to Barnes. He can't get it to go.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Out to the wing. Lets it go with the three. And again, Toronto with the triple.
I like when Boucher is aggressive looking for his opportunities offensively. Nice little made jump shot right there.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. The Raptors out in front as they... And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Toronto?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Naz Reid out there with Torrey Craig. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Ball, and it's Caruso in at the three. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. And Greg, when they talk about youth development, the days are gone when coaches divided guards and bigs when it comes to skill work. When did that change?
It's kind of a recent development, maybe the last 10 or 15 years, but it's amazing how the game has evolved.
And they double up Brown. Here's Boucher. Reid with the rebound. Bulls trail by 5. To the middle and stolen by Barnes. Fast break Toronto. Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down.
That's called anticipation and reaction time. Scotty Barnes making the defensive play for his teammate. Nice.
And here are the Bulls now, fresh from a win against Portland.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
We talk about multiple efforts on the defensive end, and I thought, boy, that was good old-fashioned focus, team effort. What a win.
And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Aston Morrow. Here's Dick. It's stolen by Green. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much, Kevin. Toronto has a new head coach in Darko Rajakovic. He started coaching at 16 in his home country of Serbia. So even though he's still young, he's already a lifer. In his near decade as an NBA assistant coach, he made a name for himself in player development. And of course, Kevin, that's going to be essential now with the rebuilding Raptors.
It is, but I love his resume. His story is terrific. He is just what they need. David, thank you. So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Robinson comes in for Green, and it's White in for Alex Caruso.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Over in the corner, Edwards. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And the voting for the dunk contest is just about over. So let's bring up the leading contenders for you. Boy, with the players on this list, you know this year's contest is going to be a fun one.
It is. And with their places in the contest almost wrapped up, I'm sure these guys are working on their moves already.
And you look at Edwards. He's definitely got a shot of making it to the top 4 slots this year. We'll just have to see if he ends up moving up.
Listen, I know this guy is hoping he gets the opportunity to be a part of it this year, and it would be a huge disappointment for him if he's not able to showcase some of those phenomenal dunking skills.
And the list of participants is going to be final soon, so we'll be sure to keep you posted. This year's dunk contest should be a very special one.
And every year it seems we see something in the dunk contest that we've never seen before, and I don't think this year will be any different.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Barnes looking around. Now the pass to Quickly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Bulls. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
Barnes outside. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Trent can't hit.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
Reed misses. Raptors leading by 3. Unloads from 9. Robinson with the block. Outside Edwards. And it's all evened up. Edwards got 15 points.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Barnes passes to Purdy. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. You've got to fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Chicago making some changes. Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Reed. And Levine subbed in for Edwards. Raptors also changing it up. Wara checked in. And R.J. Barrett subbed in for Bruce Brown. For the finish, and the jam by Levine.
Yeah, and Ball constantly looking for ways to come up with steals. Outstanding at covering a lot of ground with his overall length.
Levine against Barrett. Toronto working the ball around now. For 3. Ball with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. Bulls have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Barnes is checked in for the Raptors.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Robinson with the block. They retain possession. Here's Quickly. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Atlanta.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, and hasn't had one since.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Robinson sets a screen for Levine.
Cooling off a bit after a nice first quarter.
And the wing jumper offline. Barrett against Ball. And R.J. Barrett hits from deep. Barrett's got 5 now.
Well, Barrett has got to become more consistent, but if he adds consistent three-point shooting, turn the lights out.
Good on the shot. And the Bulls lead by 1. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
The 3. No good that time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Bulls lead by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Zach, a hard fought.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Hello there, folks. Toronto Raptors and our featured matchup, which has not disappointed.
They're struggling to nail the shots right now. Selection is a big part of that. They got to work harder to find quality looks.
Yeah, these teams are playing at a faster pace, Shaq. I mean, sometimes you got to slow things down to get your big fellas involved, and you got to have patience.
When you say slow down, do you mean like this?
And the next order of business, seeing which players are in the running for a spot in this season's dunk contest.
Now that it's crunch time, I'm feeling nervous for some of these guys. The voting is almost over.
Honestly, I think every guy who has a real chance to win is already locked in.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
So for Toronto right now, Barnes out there with Jakob Poeltl. Then there's Emmanuel Quickley. Then it's Gary Trent, and it's Barrett at the 3 spot.
Oh, the scoring ability of Gary Trent Jr. makes it difficult on defenders to guard against that mid-range. My goodness, that was sweet. I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Barnes right side over Williams. Barnes can't get it to go. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 1. Back to Williams. He can't hit that time. Good D by Barnes. And it's Trent in the corner. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Williams a screen on Barrett. And here's Edwards from the arc. And the Bulls with another miss.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
Toronto calls timeout.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Here's your 3-1-2 crew. Make some noise for the 3.
Here's Trent. Great D that time from Edwards.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Right, talking about Jakob Poeltl, it doesn't seem like he gets enough credit for his defense.
think he does. I mean, he's an excellent rim protector and rebounder, and a big man who just takes pride in defending.
Well, this is the expectation for Jakob Poeltl. His scoring in the post has to be there for him.
Robinson a screen on Barrett. Levine, the putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Pass to Barrett. Over Levine. Barrett, no good. Bulls have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Chalk up 2 there.
Taking the contact in the NBA is such a critical skill. Anthony Edwards, the frame and the game.
Pass to Barnes. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Barnes has got 9. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Pass to Barrett. Over Levine. And Barrett gets it to go. Barrett's got his third basket of the night right there.
Boy, you talk about a gifted finisher. R.J. Barrett, soft touch on the interior.
Bangs home the trifecta.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Poeltl sets the pick for Trent. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Robinson's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Levine inside the three-point line. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Barnes passes to Quickly. Yep, it counts. He's got 8.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the Bulls making a change here. Reed's checked in, and the Raptors also making a change. Wara checked in. Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got the lead up to 5 now for Chicago.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And here's Trent, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Fires from deep. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got rebound number 13 with that last one.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Anthony Edwards is a load to handle as a defender. This guy's got the frame and the skill to make it very difficult.
Some changes for Toronto. Chris Boucher's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Dick comes in for Gary Trent. And it's Bruce Quickly. Barrett, no good. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. And it's Levine that time on the assist from Edwards. Levine's got 9 points now in just the second half. Raptors trail by 8. And stolen by White. Here's Reed. And the layup is good. Reed's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, White has quickly developed great floor vision. Doesn't miss the wide open man.
Barrett with this screen on White. At the elbow, it's Barrett. From 8, and he hits the jump shot. And it's 9 points for R.J. Barrett.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
The 19-foot shot. Another one falls for Chicago.
Doesn't matter where on the floor Anthony Edwards is. That shot mechanic so pretty, so fluid.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Barrett. Robinson with the block. Launches it. Warad grabs the board. And so Brown will bring it up for Toronto. It's a 10-point game. Barrett. And there's the pass to Boucher. Over Robinson. And the shot's good from Boucher. Boucher's got 13.
Chris Boucher has great instincts and unbelievable touch offensively, and he's starting to cook.
Releases from 15. No good. Shot missing. And so it's the Chicago Bulls in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back to the action in just a minute. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. They've got Torrey Craig. Edwards is out there with Lonzo Ball. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Caruso in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Raptors trail by 8. Barnes outside. Brown sets a screen for Barnes. Pass to Dick. Clock at 4. Over Edwards. Chicago grabs the miss.
Superb defense, guys. No way he's going to let him get off a clean look at the basket.
No one near him. It's hauled in by Brown. Toronto shooting 40% from the field. Dick in the corner. It's stolen by Edwards. One-on-one here. Here's Caruso. His 3-pointers off the mark. And so here's Toronto. Trailing here by 8. They can look forward to the Rockets Arena after this matchup to take on Houston. And that will be game 3 of 6 played away from home. Boucher with a screen on Craig. Passes it to Nwora. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 5 assists tonight.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
And finished off by Edwards.
How about Anthony Edwards? The bounce. Go ahead, Andy.
And the Raptors call time here. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor. And these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. The Bulls making a switch here. White's checked in. The Raptors also with a sub. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Chris Boucher. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Got a chance to listen in on Darko Rajakovic during the huddle. You wouldn't know they were down from what he was talking about. He was positive with the team. He was calm. He said he wanted to keep them focused. It's a pretty good approach, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Barnes outside, inside. Reid with the block. From deep. And it's White missing. Raptors trail by 7. Brown outside. Pass to Barnes. Over Edwards. It's good from Barnes on the assist by Brown. Brown's got his 7th assist in the game.
You get the sense Scotty Barnes is very comfortable in the painted area. That's easy work.
Here's Edwards. A shot off that time. Good D by Barnes. Excellent D there from Ball. The Bulls leading by 5. White dishes to Edwards. Pulls from the top of the key. Right through the cylinder that time. All net. Edwards got 9 points now in just the second half. And the Raptors call time here. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, he's just torching them right now. A good decision to huddle up, kind of hit the reset button, and figure out how to slow his roll.
Chicago making some changes. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Reid. Williams comes in for Ball. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Alex Caruso.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
LaVine, good.
Feet planted, angle set. All LaVine needed was the basketball.
Williams against Barnes. Patrick Williams. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
To the paint. Goes back up. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Boy, the defense tight inside, but Barnes just persevering.
He's off on the second. Chicago leading by 9. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Quickly. The Raptors have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Nobody near Barnes. Drains the three-pointer. Barnes has got 6 in the quarter.
This is a huge part of Scotty Barnes' development. Can he knock down the long ball?
Williams gets the bucket.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Barnes. Excellent D there from Williams. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bull. It's deflected.
R.J. Barrett has strength and length on the defensive end, and that makes that block an easy one.
And it's quickly missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's good, 2 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Chicago.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And on the season, this is going to be their 3rd win in 4 games against this team.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Anthony Edwards.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
From deep, Trent. Rebound by the Bulls. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Edwards, that's good.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Now Barnes. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step to becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Olney, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now, we present the New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Edwards.